Next topic is a design of digital IR filter by Butterworth and Chabashi filter. So we'll see the design steps. First one, digital specification of filter. So this digital specification they will give in the question. So we have to find out what is omega p, omega s, kp and the ks. So with the help of this digital specification we cannot design the digital filter. So first we have to convert this into a equivalent analog filter. So that's why second step we are doing, obtain the specification of equivalent analog filter. So they will mention whether it is a bilinear, how to do by bilinear or impulse invariant. So according to that we have to select any one of the formula. So here if it is a bilinear transformation, so the digital frequency will be converted into analog frequency. So this is the formula, omega equal to 2 by t into tan of omega by 2. So if it is a impulse invariant, so the analog frequency will be equal to digital frequency divided by 2. So using this one we have to convert this digital frequency into a analog frequency. So next step is we have to find out the order n. So they will mention whether we have to do by Butterworth or Chabashi. According to that we have to select the formula. So third step we have to find what is the order n, and fourth one we have to find out the cutoff frequency, and fifth step depending upon the order n we have to write down what is your Hn of, that's the system function, and then we have to apply your frequency transformation and we have to find out what is your HA of s. So after finding this HA of s, again you have to convert into a digital IR filter. So the S domain will be converted into Z domain, then we'll get your H of Z. So this last class we have done how to do by bilinear and impulse invariant to convert the S domain into Z domain. So we have to use any one of the formula and we have to convert into S domain to Z domain. So to get H of Z. So these are the steps to find, to design the digital IR filter by Butterworth and Chabashi filter. We'll see the problem. First one, a digital LPF is required to meet the following specification. So monotonic passband and stopband minus 3.1 decibel at cutoff frequency of 0.5 radians and stopband attenuation of at least 15 decibel at 0.75 pi radian. Find the system function, use bilinear transformation. So first we have to check which one we have to do. So they have given it is a bilinear transformation, and one more indirectly they given it is a monotonic passband and stopband. So monotonic passband and stopband means it is a smooth characteristics we are obtaining in this stopband and the passband is it is a Butterworth filter. So you have to do use the Butterworth filter, and step one what we have to do is they have given that frequency everything in a digital frequency. So we have to convert into a equivalent analog filter. So using bilinear transformation, they mentioned it is a bilinear. So we know the formula will be it is a omega equal to 2 by t into tan of omega by 2. So here you have to find out omega p as well as omega s. So here it will be replaced by omega p, and here you have to substitute omega s divided by 2. So if you are substituting here and t value they didn't mention, so we are assuming that t is a 1 second. If it not given we can take. So if you are substituting t as a 1, we are getting it as a 2 radian per second, and omega s we are getting it as a 4.83 radian per second. So next step is we have to find out the order n, because it is a Butterworth filter. So we have to use the formula. So we know what is as, ap, omega s and omega p. So if you are substituting here we are getting the order n as it is a 2. So next step is we have to find out the system function. So this we have to consider your order n equal to 2. So we can write down the system function from the data sheet. So here we are getting it as a s square plus root 2 into s plus 1. So next step is we have to find out the cutoff frequency. Formula will be omega p divided by 10 to the power of 0.1 ap minus 1. The whole power of it is 1 by 2 into n. So n value we got it as a 2. So 2 into 2 it is a 4. So if you are substituting here we'll get it as a 2 radian per second. So after finding this one we have to go for the frequency transformation. So here they didn't mention about anything. So we have to go for low pass to low pass. So low pass to low pass means here HA of s, the s value will be replaced by s by omega c. So omega c we got as a 2 radian per second. So the s value in this your transfer function, the s value will be replaced by it is a s by 2. So if you are replacing here we are getting that is 4 divided by s square plus 2 into root 2 into s plus 4. So this is your HA of S. So now we have to convert digital filters. So S domain will be converted into Z domain. So here they mention it is a bilinear transformation. We know that if you want to do the bilinear transformation, so you are to convert S to Z, so formula will be again HA of S. S will be replaced by 2 by T into Z minus 1 divided by Z plus 1. So using this one, we have to convert the S to it is a Z domain. So in this transfer function, your S value will be replaced by here T value, we are assuming it is a 1. So 2 into Z minus 1 divided by Z plus 1. So if you are substituting, S value will be replaced by this one. So we'll get what is your H of Z. So after simplifying, you are getting your H of Z as a, this is your H of Z. The second problem, a digital LPF is required to meet the following specification. It is 20 log of H of omega, where omega equal to 0.2 pi, which is greater than minus 1.9328 decibel, and 20 log of H of j omega, omega is 0.6 pi, which is less than or equal to minus 13.9794 decibel. So the filter must have a maximally flat frequency response. Find H of Z to meet the above specification using impulse invariant transformation. So first problem here done with the bilinear. Here they have given it is impulse invariant we have to do. So and one more thing they given, the filter must have a maximally flat frequency response. So maximally flat frequency response is nothing but it is a Butterworth filter. So here we have to choose a Butterworth filter, and we have to, for the transformation, we have to use the impulse invariant transformation. So what they given is Kp, they given it as a minus 1.328 decibel. So AP value will be equal to modulus of Kp. So it is a 1.9328, and omega p they given it as a 0.2 pi, and Ks value is nothing but it is a As equal to modulus of K. So it is a 13.9794 decibel. Corresponding omega S they given it as a 0.6 pi radian. So this is a digital frequency. So we have to convert into equivalent analog filter using impulse invariant. So impulse invariant is omega equal to, it is omega into T. So where analog omega, it will be equal to digital omega divided by T. So first to find out what is omega P and omega S. So here again here T value they didn't mention. So we are assuming that T value is a 1 second. So we are getting omega P as a 0.2 pi and omega S as a 0.6 pi. So next step we have to find out the order one. It is a Butterworth filter. You have to use that formula, and if you are finding, we are getting that it is a n equal to 2. So third step, we have to write out the transfer function from the data sheet for n equal to 2. So for n equal to 2, your transfer function is 1 divided by s square plus root 2 into s plus 1. So next step, we have to find out what is your cutoff frequency. So omega c equal to omega p divided by 10 to the power of 0.1 ap minus 1 the whole power of 1 by 2 into n. So here it is 2 and n value is 2, so it is 4. So if you are substituting here omega p and ap value we know, if you are substituting we are getting omega c as a 0.725 radian per second. So again next step we have to go for the frequency transformation. So here also they didn't mention, we are going for low pass to low pass. So that H2 of S, that is Hn of S, is convert into H of S. So S value will be replaced by S by omega c. Omega c value is 0.725. So if you are substituting in this system function, so the S value will be replaced by S by 0.725. So if you are replacing here, we are getting your H of S is 0.52635 divided by S square plus 1.025 into S plus 0.52635. So this is your H of S. Now again we have to convert into a digital filter. So S will be converted into it is Z. So by impulse, here you have to apply the impulse invariant method. So this is the transfer function we got. For this one directly we cannot write down. So we have to bring into any one of the forms. So here it is B divided by S plus A the whole square plus B square. So that is we can use this formula. So that is B divided by S plus A the whole square plus B square. So directly we can convert the S domain into a Z domain. So here B term is it is 0.512. So we are multiplying and dividing with this B here. So if we are multiplying dividing with b terms, so it is 0.513 divided by 0.513. So this 0.52635 divided by 0.513 we are taking outside. So we are getting b divided by s plus a the whole square plus b square. So in this form we are bringing. So this is s will be converted into z. So this is your formula. So directly we can write. So this b divided by s plus a the whole square plus b square, we can write it in this form here. So we know what is a value. A value is a 0.5129 into t. Sin b value is 0.513. So into z to the power of minus 1 divided by 1 minus 2 into e to the power of a value is minus 0.512 into t. It is cos b value is 0.513 into z to the power of minus 1 plus e to the power of minus 2 into a value is 0.5129 into t into z to the power of minus 2. So in this case we have to substitute t value as a 1 second. Then if you are simplifying, we'll get this is your transfer function. So h of z is, this is your h of z. So this is the way we can convert into a, we can design for digital IAR filters.